Hi, it's Mitchell Mythrider. In this video, I am going to be talking about what are the top 5 albums that would be hard for me to live without. Number 5 on the list is The Black by Asking Alexandria. I remember it like it was yesterday when that album came out. It was during March 2016. I remember when the album came out. At the time, I was using iTunes. That was back when I had an iPod before I ever had a phone. I remember buying some of the songs off of the album The Black, and then at some point, I bought the whole album because it's that much of a good album. The first song that I ever listened to off of the album is I Won't Give In, which is the first song that I ever listened to by Asking Alexandria back in December 2015. Also, my second favorite song off of the album is The Black, and my third favorite is Let It Sleep. I consider that one of the top 5 albums that would be hard for me to live without is because that is one of the overall albums that hypes me up. It makes me happy. It reminds me of really good memories. I've had a lot of fun times as I'm listening to that album. There's been times that I listened to the full album song by song, all 12 songs on the album. There are times that I've done that as I've had like headphones on. There's times that I've done that as I've had my phone plugged into a speaker. Number 4 on the list is To Those Left Behind by Bless the Fall. The first song that I ever listened to off of the album is Looking Down from the Edge. That is also the first song that I ever listened to by that band. Also, there's been a lot of times that I've listened to the full album song by song, and there was a time that I listened to the full album song by song twice. I love that album. In my opinion, that album is a 10 out of 10, a 5 star out of 5 star. There's nothing bad about the album at all. That is the fourth album that would be hard for me to live without because of how good it is. Bocan has a really good voice. All the other guys in the band, they are really good at the instrument that they do. Also, in the song Looking Down from the Edge, something that I really like about the song is the guitar riff. The guitar riff is really good. And Bocan's voice goes really good with the song. And my favorite part of the song is the sound of it. Like, what I mean by the sound of it, I'm talking about the sound of the vocalist's voice and all of the instruments together as the song is going. My second favorite song off of the album is Walk on Water, and my third favorite is Decayer. The third album that would be hard for me to live without is Best Kind of Mess by Get Scared. The first song that I ever listened to off of that album is Sarcasm, which was back in November 2015, the month after the album Demons came out. Sarcasm is also the first song that I ever listened to by Get Scared. My top 3 favorite songs off the album are Wrong, Voodoo, and Hurt. I've listened to every song off of that album, song by song, and I've done it more than once in the same day. The second album that would be hard to live without is Reincarnate by Motionless in White. The first song that I ever listened to off of the album is Reincarnate. My top 3 favorite songs off of the album are Reincarnate, Death March, and Break the Cycle. It would be hard to live without that album. I love that album a lot. Chris Motionless is a really good vocalist, and every song on the album is awesome. I've listened to the full album a lot of times throughout my life. Number 1 on the list is We Stitch These Wounds by Black Veil Brides. I've listened to all 12 songs, song by song, either a lot or a ton of times throughout my life. It's always been my favorite album. That album has a place in my heart. My favorite thing about the album is Andy Biersack's voice and how younger his voice sounds. I think his voice sounds the best on We Stitch These Wounds. And I also do like the screaming vocals, and every player in the band is awesome at the instrument that they play. The guitar riffs and Knives and Pens, Beautiful Remains, and perfect weapon. It's really good guitar riffs. The album is a 10 out of 10. It's always going to be my overall favorite album. I think it's the best album in existence, and that would be the overall album. That would be hard to live without. This has been a Mitchell Mythrider video. Thanks for watching.